Welcome back. As I mentioned earlier, this course is designed to understand and use two technologies put together, Spring Cloud Streams and Kafka Streams. I already talked about the Spring Cloud Streams in the earlier video. In this video, I'll give you a formal introduction to the Kafka Streams. Let's begin. Kafka Streams is a client library for processing and analyzing data that is arriving from Kafka topics. So in a nutshell, it is just a Java library, and its core functionality is available as Streams DSL. Streams DSL is a high-level API that offers standard data transformation functions using two main abstractions, KStream and Ktable. The KStream is the most essential abstraction offered by the Kafka Streams API. You can think of it as an insert-only table with two columns, key and value. So, a KStream represents a key-value table where data is coming from Kafka and it is being continuously inserted. Similarly, Ktable is the second most crucial abstraction. You can think of the Ktable as an insert-update table with key and value columns. The Ktable key acts as a primary key. So when a new record comes to the Ktable, Kafka will check for the primary key existence. If the key already exists, the old record is updated with the new value. If the key does not exist, a new record is inserted. So at a high level, Ktable is a primary key table where data is coming from Kafka and it is being updated or inserted depending upon the key. Whereas the KStream is a table where data is coming from Kafka and getting inserted to the KStream even if the key already exists. Now, let me open the earlier example and help you understand how do we use these abstractions. Here is my Kafka listener service. We created this process method which receives a KStream. How do we get this KStream? We already learned that the Spring Cloud Stream will connect to Kafka cluster, pull the messages from Kafka, and call this process method to pass the messages here as a KStream. Now you can process each message as they arrive. So the point is straight. We will be leveraging Spring Cloud Stream Framework for communicating with the Kafka. Spring Framework will make the data available to us as a KStream or as a Ktable. Once we have the KStream or Ktable, we will be using Kafka Streams API to process the data. That's how the responsibilities are divided. Spring will take care of all the Kafka cluster interactions, and the Kafka Streams will help us in implementing the business logic. Great. Now the next question is this. How Kafka Streams DSL helps in implementing business logic? Let's try to understand it. Kafka Streams DSL is a very well thought API set that allows you to handle most stream processing needs. For example, you can compute aggregates on KStream and Ktable. You can join them together like you will join a database table. You can create time-based windows and compute windowing aggregates on these tables. All such transformations and operations are available to us as methods on the KStream and Ktable. I'll cover all of this in the coming videos, and you will learn to implement a variety of transformations. But for now, I wanted to help you understand the role of the two technologies, Spring Cloud Streams and Kafka Streams. So we will be using Spring Cloud Streams to create a microservice application and communicate with the Kafka cluster. And Kafka Streams will help us to process the incoming data, apply transformations, and solve the business problem. Make sense? Great. That's all for this video. See you again. Keep learning and keep growing.